Welcome to this cathedral from the jet age of aviation. In front of Terminal 5 at JFK Airport sits the TWA Hotel, quite possibly one of the coolest hotels not only in America, but on the entire planet. Before I even walked in the front door, I was already in awe. So we're in front of the TWA Hotel.
Yes.
This is the entrance.
This is the entrance, yes.
So if I want to get a cab and get out of here, this is where I go.
You would have it right out here, yes.
So when people come in for the first time, the first thing they see are these classic cars.
Yeah, we wanted to have the overall feel of the 60s before we even enter into the hotel.
So everything focuses on 1962. And
that is the year, yes.
So like, am I going to be able to handle this when I get in there?
I think you're going to be okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go, let's go. Oh my God. Wow, this is amazing.
Right?
Look at this. I mean, it's actually like really, really glamorous because it's so contemporary, obviously very, very, very retro, but it's historic. That's because this building defined the era that revolutionized air travel for TWA and remained not only an architectural marvel, but an important terminal for flyers for decades. By the 80s, however, it was increasingly difficult to handle the larger jumbo jets, passenger traffic, and modern-day security checkpoints. TWA went bankrupt in the 90s, and this once busy terminal became a shell of its former self. It was finally shuttered in 2001 and in danger of being demolished until preservationists won a huge battle.
So it became a New York City landmark in 1994, and then on the list of historic places as of 2005. So they couldn't tear it down.
Preservation is so important.
And it's the youngest landmark in the world. They want to make sure that it was not torn down because it is such a significant piece of architecture.
Well, let's discuss the architect.
Okay.
I mean, it's so important that we know more about Eero Saarinen.
Yep, so he's a Finnish architect where he did most of his work in Michigan. So he also designed Bell Labs in Helmdale, New Jersey, the Well at Yale, which is the athletic building there, and also the St. Louis Arch.
And let's also mention the tulip table.
Of course. He also designed furniture, so he designed the tulip table and the tulip chair. He didn't like legs, so he wanted to have one podium, and he also designed the famous womb chair.
Saarinen's design is ever present, everywhere you look. Unlike traditional static enclosed airport terminals, he wanted this to be a place of movement and transition. With the signature glass walls leaning away from the building, he said he intended viewers in the terminals to imagine looking out from an airplane to Earth below. And the architects behind this reimagined hotel preserved every detail, including checking in.
So over here is the check-in for the hotel. This is where the TWA Arrivals used to be when it was an operating terminal.
TWA Arrivals, and now they are hotel check-ins.
That's right.
There's a check-in. Look at the old, I love the TWA side.
Yeah, that's original. That's from the original building. Yep.
Really?
This board is brand new to us. It's been live since 2019. All the flights up there are fictitious. The only thing that's factual up there is the local time.
This was here, though.
It was. So the shell is original, but this board is brand new.
And this must be original, too.
It is, yeah. So
who stood behind here?
There would be information desk.
Right.
So this is where they would, come in here, it's like, is my flight delayed and what have you.
Makes sense that this larger-than-life original board was to continue to be the building's centerpiece, with a public-private partnership was formed to finally bring the terminal back to life. After over 15 years sitting dormant, a $230 million renovation transformed the old TWA Flight Center into a world-class hotel, opened in 2019. One that could be used for leisure, layovers, missed flights, or waking up for early flights.
A night in a flight, we're calling that.
And you have like these rooms. Are they actually on the runway?
So there are rooms that are overlooking JFK's international tarmac.
Okay.
Other views are the historic views looking into the building. So we have something for aviation fanatics and also for architectural fanatics.
Even if you're not staying in the hotel, you can pop in at any point. Now, did I hear this is open 24 hours?
It is. So Vinny's is open 24 hours because we have people coming in all throughout the night. And so we want to make sure that they're fed and have enough to drink.
3 a.m. crate.
3 a.m.
That sounds so good. As our tour continued, I noticed a strong connection to Hollywood and Southern California from thousands of miles away. Howard Hughes owned TWA.
Yes.
Did he commission for this to be built?
He commissioned Eero Saarinen to design and create the coolest flight center for the coolest airline in the coolest town. Didn't give him any kind of budget. He says, just make me something cool.
I wonder if he was familiar with Eero Saarinen.
The story is that he saw a cover of Time magazine and a picture of Eero Saarinen on that cover, and he says, I want him to design this.
And to think that we've had shows like Mad Men and Maisel and Catch Me If You Can, and none of these movies were made obviously much later, but needed this as a background. There is no set design. This is original.
Right, so this is a movie set.
This is a movie set.
Essentially,
This is a movie set.
And most famously, this is where Catch Me If You Can was filmed.
Right.
This is where Leonardo DiCaprio's character was caught by Tom Hanks.
Look, Frank, nobody's chasing you.
He's busted. He's no pilot.
No.
Right? He's no pilot.
Not even close.
But this scene takes place in this
Right here.
tunnel, and you call this
The flight tube.
The flight tube.
Yes.
Can we walk the
Sure.
flight tube? This is exactly how I want my Palm Springs house to look like.
Yes, exactly. All mid-century
You know,
modern.
This is all mid-century with the wallpaper, and I have those birds, by the way.
Isn't that wild?
And the TV, you know, and the records.
And of course, we have Barbie, the first year of the Barbie Dream House.
Well, that's timely. When people come here that live here, let's say you're resident of New York City or surrounding area,
Yes.
there's not a fee to come in here.
No, it's free to the public.
So people just can walk right in.
Oh, yes.
Take their pictures, have fun.
Have a date night.
Have a date night. That is insane.
And then and even they can go up to the rooftop pool. Yeah.
There's a pool.
Oh yes, it's an infinity edge pool that overlooks JFK's International Tarmac.
Even though the hotel's been open for almost 5 years, they are constantly adding new rooms that blew my mind, literally. Oh my God, can I just pretend I'm gonna get my hair done?
Sure.
This is the most incredible thing. Oh my God. So what's the idea with this now?
So there used to be a beauty parlor here at JFK, and so they didn't want to use that inspiration.
Right.
So we created this pink room.
I love it. Okay, cue twist and shout right now. You're the music. Look at this.
Yeah, it's pretty
great. And the color is red.
So right,
Whoa.
red. You're gonna
Okay,
put your
I see what you mean.
like that. It's a silliness.
And of course, no tour would be complete without some fashion.
This is every generation of TWA flight attendant uniforms. So these are the oldest ones here from 1944.
Oh, look at, I love the detail. Even the hat.
The pillbox hat.
Okay, so my mother was a stordess, an
Oh,
American Airlines stewardess.
awesome.
And I asked her, what made you choose American? She said, their hat.
Oh my gosh.
The hats are very important.
Yeah.
When my mother was a stewardess, they called them stewardesses, not flight attendants, right? They had to be a size 0 or 2. They had to be weighed at the end of the week, and they could not be married.
Oh.
So when my mom met my dad on one of her flights, she strapped him in.
I love
Love
that.
it first flight. She had to quit her job.
I love that story.
Yes. Our next landing spot at the TWA Hotel would take us outside to the era before jet airliners. Tell me about this plane. Tell me about the Connie.
So this is a Lockheed Constellation plane. They called it Connie for short back then, so we named this cocktail lounge the Connie.
Oh, it's the cocktail lounge, the Connie Cocktail Lounge.
Yes. Clever, right?
Yes. There's a lot of places to get cocktails. Kinda
Yes.
nice.
It's very adult here.
Very, very Mad Men. Much like the hotel, the aircraft was saved from demolition, restored from scratch, and had to be trucked in pieces hundreds of miles across highways and city streets to its final destination. Oh, I love the old boarding stairs. You guys, come on. Let's do it. Whee. Oh, come on. This is the coolest part. This is how you end the day.
Welcome to Connie.
No way. Back in the day, these planes had more like a lounge. Like some of them were double-decker. They had a lounge upstairs. This was like the downstairs lounge. And now it's like an airport lounge. Show me the rest.
Sure. So these are actual seating that they had for TWA. And fun fact about this plane is that the first class was in the rear of the plane because the propellers were too loud.
Really? Well, this has been quite an afternoon. This is the best way to end the day.
Amen.